Ah, right. Jesus, that took a while. It was sitting here. The little button was going round. You know, the little symbol was going round and round and round again. Like always, I'm sitting there like a schmuck, not knowing when we're going live. Ah, we've got a few comments. Actually, I keep meaning to get the other half of that quiz going. You know, movie quiz. Oh, by the way, I've just this minute finished doing a mukbang. Right, so I was eating my dinner in front of the camera in the kitchen again, and got halfway through the dinner, and then stopped that. I'm going to reload that shortly, and then yeah, so that'll be loaded shortly. All right, divided Rex. X is in the house. Joanna Butler, what the heel is on your face? It's some makeup I got from the kids' toy shop. Some Halloween makeup. Oh God, it's Halloween coming up soon. So what I thought I'd do. Was to paint my face, in a style that everybody will be familiar with, because it's Halloween, and I mean, for a lot of people, you will immediately know what this face paint, what the style represents, right? But for those who don't, it's from the TV show Jeeves and Wooster, very popular TV show. Jeeves and Wooster, seasons. If anybody wants to look it up, season 2, episode 5, called Old Boggy. Old Boggy. You know, Old Boggy was a mythical creature that these townsfolk believe comes out once a year with a black and white face. So yeah. So for those who don't know, that's what my face is painted as. John Gunner. Am I planning on a bank robbery? Ah, Swayno69, are you the new Joker? Actually, it's funny because I was talking about that on my mukbang I did just literally a few minutes ago, about how I could, because I've still got some of that makeup left. I don't think I've got the right colours though, but I could paint the face like the Joker. But Joaquin Phoenix, is that his name? I couldn't remember his name a moment ago. Joanna Butler, why have you got it on? Well, I explained a moment ago that it's for, it's because Halloween's coming up next month. I got that. It's because the style is because I like the TV show Jeeves and Wooster, and they did an episode where Old Boggy was running around town terrorizing people. So, and he was Old Boggy looked like this, black and white face. Yeah. Midlands goat. Are you talking to me? It's okay, Mark. Midlands goat. I'm not sure if you were speaking to me on that last couple of messages. Shocker. Mark, I have reported your channel. I really don't think you understand what you are doing, you absolute tard. Well, I've just explained twice that it's a Halloween mask based on the Jeeves and Wooster show. I'm guessing you're not going to report the Jeeves and Wooster TV show. It's all over YouTube. They had a character in it, old boggy. Anyway, fuck you. Anyway, you can. Anne-Marie O'Donnell, fix the face paint is an improvement. Oh, thank you very much. All right. Now, I figured there'd be a few people, you know, who just don't have the sense to listen to what I'm telling them. You know, they've got their own agenda. But what rotating tipper? What you scranning, lad? I don't know what language that is, but I don't understand. Oh, I'm sorry. I will report all racist behavior throughout past history. Well, good. Go for it. Why do you even watch the channel? Sucker. Anyway. Midlands Goat. Yeah, well, I'm sorry that you're disappointed, Midlands Goat. I mean, you're welcome for all the shout-outs you had in the past. Anyway. Anyway, okay. I've explained. What it is. In fact, somebody earlier in the comments said I look like Al Johnson, the black and white minstrels. Now, it's interesting that, see, my explanation of it is, again, for the, you know, Jeeves and Wooster, the TV show, season 2, episode 5, old boggy. But before, during, and after I've told you exactly what the character is that I'm painted like, you people, some of you, still harping on about the racist angle. So it makes me think that you are the ones, because, I mean, you immediately go for that angle, that it must be racist or you must be doing this. Even though it's been explained. You so you obviously have that mindset where nothing can dissuade you from your train of thought. So it's in your head. That's what it is. Dan Oakley, hello to you. Chucker, isn't it called blackface? No, it's called old boggy. Fuck me. I mean, how many times do I have to anyway? Well, Chucker, the lack of intelligence. You're still watching. Anyway, I tell you what. No, keep it. Keep the comments coming. If you're, you know, if you're too dumb to keep on watching, you know, what can I do about it? So, anyway, who wants to go? Hayden Sharkey. Mark, can you say battered sausage and chips? Anyway, so there you have it. No, I would recommend watching the TV show Jeeves and Wooster. Very funny. Peter B, you've not watched Jeeves and Wooster. Well, I suggest that you do. It's a very funny show, set in the 20s, I think. Yeah, it's got the guy from Hugh Laurie, the guy from the House, that American House TV show, which was a ripper. It's how thoughtful the Americans are, right? They're thinking to themselves, right, we need an American version of Sherlock Holmes. Home house. Fucking hell. So that was their version, turn him into a doctor instead of turn Holmes into House. But yeah, he was the guy who played that character. Leslie Ron Better. No, I don't have any broccoli in this food. It's a Chinese. Although I could. I'm going to stop you adding your own. Joanna Butler. Take it off. Doesn't feel right. Feels right to me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I appreciate a good comedy film or a good comedy TV show, like Jeeves and Wooster. I appreciate their good efforts, and I'm just mimicking one of their characters, and it's Halloween. Andy Smith, Mark, when's your next booze review coming out? Well, that's the thing. If I can find some booze that actually looks like it might, either lager or a cider or something, I'll give it a go. I haven't done a booze review in a while. How many have we got? Yeah, anybody not hit the thumbs up, by all means, go right ahead. For some reason, my live streams attract a lot of thumbs down, a lot of negative. Yeah, that's the thing. You're still here, even though they don't like what I'm doing. They're still here watching. I see my mediators are on high alert. A lot of people are on timeouts. An extremist. No. Nearly went to wipe my mouth there and now. Forgot I had paint on my face. Gamer knowledge. Why everybody so salty? Yeah, I know. It's amazing. You got people who deliberately go out to find things to be upset about. They're thinking, "Oh, Jesus, Mark's lost his mind. Oh, Mark's been an asshole." But we all prefer the funny you, not the hide behind a mask painted Mark. You know what? I'm on the one hand, I want to explain what I'm, my rationale. On the other hand, I'm sick of explaining 4 or 5 times the same thing. Okay, so yeah, chucker. And while you're at it, report to the Jeeves and Wooster TV show. Dan Oakley, are you on the vodka tonight? Yes, I am. I've got my vodka and Coke in the I'll be drinking tonight. just to take the edge off. Yeah, I do like vodka. Vodka is my favourite drink. You know, occasionally I'll go for a cider, but that's rare nowadays. You know, I basically just drank cider for the to do the reviews. Okay. Anybody want to write anything sensible for me to answer? Is that a vodka Coke flavored vodka and Coke flavor? That's from Robert Sutton. Yeah, I mean, I drink out the pot noodle tubs for years now because you know, there's several reasons. One of they hold a lot of liquid, saves having to refill. Trees are made, Tory. No, you're not. Let's see, Mark. Every time you do your sad face, the white outline of your mouth makes you look like a saddo. Really? Okay, I'm not sure. Wow, the comments are coming in thick and fast. I can barely read them. Oh, Andrew Winton. Yeah. Can't quite put my finger on it. New shirt. No. It's well, actually, although I haven't worn this shirt in a long time, so that's probably what you're thinking. That's probably what it is. It's not a new shirt. It's just it's been on the rack for a while. Although, my hair's a little bit neater than it normally is. That might be it. David Brooks. Yeah, glad you caught the live stream. Doesn't seem to get the notifications. Apparently, that's a big problem with a lot of YouTubers. You know, YouTube are just not notifying people. Yeah, I mean, it's not just me, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of big YouTubers out there. The people hitting the bell icon. Well, that's the point. If anybody's not hit the bell icon, go ahead, hit the bell. Hopefully, you'll be notified. I mean, it won't hurt. Yeah. Oh, dinner's gone cold now. Every time I load a new video, hopefully it'll alert you. I need to go blow my nose. But it'll smudge all the makeup. Teresa, who's the loser? You don't like what I'm doing, but you keep watching. And I'm the loser? Come on. Wake up. K. Wooster. Waster. What's with the mask? Right, well, the mask is Halloween. I mean, really, has politically correctness gone that far now where somebody can't even dress up for Halloween without having every fucking dickhead in the country climbing all over you, trying to tell you how they dislike what you're doing? You know, it's a Halloween thing, you dumb bastards. It's you know, you're supposed to look you know, whatever, scary, dress up like a mythical monster, Dracula, ghosts, you know, what else you got? All kinds of Halloween stuff, you know. This is no different. Oliver Holmes, hey Mark, what do you do when you're not doing videos? Well, plenty of stuff. Just I going to work, doing shopping, doing errands, doing I don't know. Maybe if you ask specifics, I could come up with a different answer. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try and move this over. There you go. For some reason, the screen is a little bit shorter than it normally is. There's a Gee, look at that. I'm gonna stop myself from coughing and paint on my thing. Was it? Oh, there you go. Peter B. Have you heard about Justin Trudeau in the last week? Yes, I have. And excuse me. You see, the thing is, bloody hell. Oh, Christ almighty. Yeah, the thing is with him, I mean, he'd done that when he was young in college. In my opinion, it was absolutely no big deal. It's just the little fucking dickheads that are running around nowadays, the professionally hurt people, the snowflakes, the people with nothing else in their lives, that they have to go out and go back as far as you go. I mean, you motherfuckers, you go back 20 years in your life. Is there anything that could be dug up that people could be moaning about and persecuting you about and giving you a hard time about? Go back 20 years. I bet there's some fucking shit in your past life. I mean, it's like, what was that old? I'm not a Bible person, but I remember that him without sin cast the first stone. Yeah, you motherfuckers go back 20 years. See if there's anything in your life that can be considered. Come back and haunt you. Not a troll. Thank you for your comment there about Teresa. Yeah, Teresa. Not a troll. Tourist too. Don't ignore it. It's an obvious racist message. Have you seen his previous videos? Why are you watching my previous videos? You obviously don't like what I'm doing, you dumb shit. Okay, well, I guess it looks like some of my mediators have disappeared. They're okay. I'm gonna let the comments stay for a while. Okay. Well, anybody got anything sensible to say? Because let's see. I'm here. Joanna Butler's still here. Ah, good. I thought you'd vanished for a while. Let's see. No, nobody's got anything sensible to say. Okay. Well, oh boy, I tell you what, I don't know what's going on with my. But yeah, it's because it's Halloween coming up. I might next one I do. I'll tell you, you don't like this one. Shit, there's another one coming because I've already filmed the mukbang, and so that'll be loaded shortly. And anybody, I tell you, the thumbs. There's a lot of people watching, but nobody's hit the thumbs up. Well, very few have hit the thumbs up. If you want to go hit the thumbs up, by all means, show the people who are moaning and carrying on that they are the minority. You know, they're just a small number. Jesus Christ. Really? You're just going to write that same thing over and over again? Go on, write it again. Go on. I mean, that's a lot of typing. Have you got it on? Yeah, there you go. Same thing. It seems to. You must have it on some kind of button, or you just refresh, or something. There's a lot of typing, and it seems to be. There's no miss. When you have an extra space or something, and it throws off the line. Yeah, it was timed out by Peter B. Can you please time out John Gunner? He's just writing the same old shit over and over again. Can you just time him out, please? I want to rub my eye, but I don't want to touch the makeup. Jack Lewis, hi Mark, glad to see you live streaming. My night sorted. Oh, excellent. There you go. Somebody who appreciates the show there. That's Jack Lewis. Catherine Griffiths. Why Griffiths? Catherine Griffiths. Why would they like you after this? Explain why you have painted your. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I've explained to them, but they still don't get it. Not a troll us for thumbs up. Yep, excellent. Volcano Storm. Mark, have you seen any Hitler documentaries? I'm 49 years old. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of Hitler documentaries and his rise to power and all this. Yeah, but I watched a lot of documentaries. Quite interesting, I mean, I do like watching history shows. I do find them quite interesting. Edward, hi Mark, good to see you. Live stream for you. Edward Kershaw, hello to you. Hi Mark, good to see you live. Good. Yeah, welcome to the show. Oh man, I need to blow my nose, but I'm going to mess up all this makeup. I'm hoping it's. I think it's going to come off with just a bit of soap. It'll be good. Trissy, Tom Smith, Trump, 2020. Yeah, I tell you, it's very Although, I mean, I tell you what, it's like the country's right down the middle with Trump, But I would imagine he could probably get in again. Can you ask why you have painted your face? Lewis HD, hello Mark. Can I ask why you have painted your face? Well, because it's Halloween next month. There you go. There's reason one. And it's modelled after old Boggy from the TV show Jeeves and Wooster. Although a lot of people watching this have got see, they call me racist, but they have a lot of racist thoughts in their head because their thoughts immediately go to that Chiro bloke, blackface, Al Johnson. All these words have been coming up. So it seems to me they have more of an agenda on it than I do. I'm just copying a Jeeves and Wooster character and having a Halloween theme. But for those people shouting the abuse there, racism is in their mind already. So if you have it in your mind, like a lot of people do here, Peter B, can you please time out Chucker? Thank you. Yeah, that's done that. Yes, so it's those people out there who have it already in their head and they're trying to project onto me. Let's see, thoughts. Mark, Andy Smith, Mark, thoughts on Nigel Farage? I have no idea who that is. Nigel Farage. Yeah, David Brooks. Everyone who's normal seems to get called racist. I felt like, yeah, because racist is the new buzzword. You know, you noticed that a few years ago, Nazi was the go-to buzzword. If you didn't like somebody, especially on the internet, you go straight, you call them a Nazi. That's what it was. Now they don't seem to do that so much anymore. Now, if you disagree or don't like somebody on the internet, you call them racist, or some other meaningless fucking buzzword. Tom Henderson, well, fuck off then. While you're watching, you dumb shit. You don't sit there and watch me talking and then complain that it's shit. Just fuck off. You dumb fuck. Why are you mods against him? You should have you. Oh, I'm missing a lot of. Spam this globe. Make Mark go to Mars. Spam this globe. Huh. Johnny the Smasher says spam this globe to make Mark go to Mars. And he keeps on writing it over and over again like we're not seeing it. I don't know. Okay, gamer noise, seriously. Yeah, thank you, Swaino69, to Dave Tucker. Yeah, that's right. If you don't like it, go away, why do you... Well, Melissa, why do I discount every other opinion that's different to mine? I don't. Well, not always. No, what I do, I mean, if somebody has a difference of opinion, that's fine. But it's the ones who I'm getting timed out and blocked are the abusive people. You see, never mind about difference of opinion. Is whether because the thing is, see, the thing is, I'm of the I'm a believer in free speech. I believe that I should be able to say what the fuck I want anytime I want. Full stop. Pretty much. You, the viewers, have a right to say what you want as well under freedom of speech, which is gradually disappearing. But I believe that you have the right to say what you want. I also believe that I have the right not to fucking listen to what it is you're saying. And on the flip side of that coin, you have the right not to listen to what I'm saying. You see, you have the right to speak, but it doesn't mean that everybody else has the is forced to listen. There you go. So you don't like what I'm doing? Go away. Don't listen. You can write what you want. Doesn't mean I have to read it. Doesn't mean I have to acknowledge it. Doesn't mean I have to allow you to contribute to the channel. Frank Sim, you can say it. Jesus, does nobody punctuate anymore? You could say it just isn't fair on other people. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, you can say what you want. It's just, Dave Tucker says he times people out. Yeah, if people get abusive, they get timed out. You can have your opinion, but you don't get the right to be abusive and me having to tolerate it. God almighty. Well, I mean, what is it you people don't understand? Yeah, you can say what you like. Anyway, I need to be able to move this screen over. That's what's the. Tom Smith. That's a strange question. Mark, do you something about? Do I think I'm going to wake up with a hangover? Well, no, because I'm not drunk. I mentioned I'm drinking vodka and Coke. I don't get drunk. I'm not a kid. I don't drink until I might feel a bit tipsy. I don't drink until I'm unable to think straight. I mean, what am I, 16? No, it's just there you go. The comments are all over the place. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what else to. Mark, would you advise anyone to move to Milton Keynes? No, I wouldn't advise anybody to move any place. I don't give a shit where they live. They can live in Milton Keynes if they want. Fuck them, I don't care. I mean, it's got plenty of things going for it. Mainly if you have money. I mean, there's lots of entertainment. There's the indoor skydiving, indoor skiing. There's a shopping centre with pretty much every shop that you need. And also that there's more of it in the surrounding area, Bletchley, Newport Pagnell, Wolverton. Jack Atkins, shop sweating. What, shopping for sweat? What are you talking about? That's it, Mark. Come next time and I'll show you. Mark, come meet me and I'll show you what I think of what you're doing. No, I don't think I want to meet you anyplace. You sound like a weirdo. Okay. What's this? Jack Atkins, stop waffling. Jack Atkins, stop listening. Go away, you know. People know your address. No, I don't think people do know my address. Where's it gone? You need to be careful now. You've come out as a racist. Keep safe, brother. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not my brother, but no, it's perfectly. I think it's perfectly. I mean, what about the Joker makeup? Does that mean that people are going to be on that guy too? What it is? Listen, you people who have got it in your head about racism, go to Jeeves and Wooster, season 2, episode 5. Watch the TV show. You'll see old Boggy. It's some kind of mythical creature that the townsfolk believe in. Comes out once a year. There you go. Fuck! I tell you, this is I can't move this. Oh, screen went there. Yeah, is there anybody who's not hit the thumbs up? The thumbs up, I must admit, they're surprisingly low for an episode of live stream. Normally they're a bit higher than this, but there's plenty of people watching. I mean, there must be people who like, my live streams. I try to do things that are, talk about subjects and whatnot that are, interesting. And the screen is what is up with this screen? I can only see the left-hand side of. Oh Christ! I can only see the. Oh, there you go. The left-hand side of all the comments. Not a troll. Yeah, if you don't like Mark, you know where the door is. Yeah. Anyway, anybody got any sensible questions? Jackie, have you done a big fry up video? No, Jack Lewis. No, I don't really do a whole lot of fried food. If I do, I might pan fry, say, some chicken or some bacon or some mince, that kind of thing. But no, I don't really do any sort of fried food, with a half-inch thick of oil in the pan. No, I'm never really sort of gone for that. No, I mean, if I do sort of, it's a very small amount of oil. and it's just cooking it enough to make it go brown, you know. Hayden Sharkey. Mark, why are you drinking from a pot noodle? I am confused. That's the thing. I thought everybody knew. No, all right. It's oh man, I want to rub my face, but I'll drink out of a pot noodle tub because it holds a lot of liquid. It's cheaper than buying a proper glass to drink out of. You get a free one with every pot noodle here. If you fall asleep, and you lose your grip. It's wider at the top than it is at the bottom, so it's not quite as easy. It may happen, but it may fall out of your hands. But it's better than a proper glass, because a proper glass is the same width all the way up. So you might end up spilling it while you fall asleep. Yeah, that and cheapness. Okay, we got 40 minutes. I'll probably go another 20 minutes here, make it 1 hour. So anybody's got any sensible question, you've got about 19 minutes to go. I'm going to make this a short one because I want to go wash my face. And Lewis HD, can you shout out my mate Nick Gurr? Nick Gurr. Oh, very funny. Oh, Nick Gurr, blimey. Yeah, yeah, it's not bad. I think. Oh, that's the trouble, because people write so much crap. I have to read through it. Before I used to better, before all the fucking dickheads used to jump in, I used to better just go straight there, read. Now I have to vet. Do you watch Count Dankula from Not a Troll? Count Dankula's familiar. Sounds like a spoof on Dracula, but gamer knowledge. Wait, what character are you dressed up as? Old Boggy from the TV show Jeeves and Wooster, season 2, episode 5. That's what character I'm imitating. Oh. Actually, I want to read out that one from about the internet police, but I'm not going to bother. Swain69, do you watch Game of Thrones? No, I watched the seasons 1, 2, 3. Never really got, but never really got. That was like a box set, Never really got into it, I've watched bits and pieces, clips on the internet. Not the internet, on YouTube, but I never really got into it. There's so many box sets out there. I mean, I've got seasons 1 through 6 of The Walking Dead. I want to, I want to, when they come out with another box set, 7 onwards, I want to buy those. What's that other one about the robots? Westworld. I've got season 1. I want to continue with that when they bring that out. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they're so expensive for the box sets. So, Swain69, do you watch Peaky Blinders? No. I mean, if I do, I mean, there's that one with Steve Buscemi plays out. I don't know what he cares. He's some mobster back in the 50s or something. I've watched lots of clips, but I haven't really gone for the box sets. David Brooks has never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. No, I mean, I've only watched like 3 seasons. Tom Smith, are you a big fan of fried chicken? I like fried chicken. I like Kentucky Fried Chicken. They do the best coating, but you've got a lot of independents who do. They try and copy it, but they just can't get. I mean, I don't know why they can't copy the coating. I mean, the coating's out there on the internet. There's tricks. Oh, Lee Merton's in the house. Hello. All right, Mark. How's tricks? You ever watched Breaking Bad? Yes, I did. That was pretty good. I mean, I liked it. I tell you, you know what? One thing. I mean, after watching a whole bunch of episodes, I didn't like the wife character after a while. The way she turned on her husband. She's been a cunt for that. But I found it quite amazing. I mean, I'm trying to think of another example. How an absolute scumbag bastard drug manufacturer, as in whatever he's doing, crystal meth or he's doing some, can actually be the hero. It's amazing how they've done it. You're rooting for this guy. He sells crack or meth or whatever the fuck he's cooking up in that caravan. He's an absolute, fucking scum of the earth, but we're rooting for him. It was amazing how the script writers, did that. But yeah, I watched it. I see that I've seen a few ads for there's a new movie or something, a new movie or a new TV series of Breaking Bad. It's the one where the camera is walking towards the car. It looks like in the desert, but he's looking at it from the person's point of view, walking towards the car. And you got you got the young fella in Breaking Bad. He's in the car. It looks like, but they're looking. But they must be very careful, I guess, because the school teacher who's making up the drugs. He's not in the advert. I mean, did he die at the end of the season, or did he live? Is he coming back? Jack Lewis. If you were on death row and you could choose any meal, what would it be? I think T-bone steak. I've had a lot of steak. I mean, I used to train and eat a lot of meat. But I've only ever had one T-bone steak in my life. And if you ever get a chance, it's expensive, but it's very, very, very delicious. Yeah, I mean that was a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, my final meal that would be T-bone. Uh, Probably be a mixture of veg that I wouldn't normally eat. I'm gonna eat potatoes, peas, sweet corn. Um, but a selection of things that I would normally. Let's see. Not a troll. Do you like whiskey? No, I mean I used to drink whiskey back in when I was sort of 19 or 20 when I was young. Yeah, I should drink it. Not as a habit, but but now no. In my old age, I just go for vodka. Very rare, I'll go for a beer. Uh, well, I mean, if I'm out somewhere, then I'll drink beer because it's cheaper than vodka. In the long run, you get more of it for your pound. But yeah, I'm more of a vodka drinker. Yeah. Andy Smith, any opinion on Brexit? Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, I haven't voiced my opinion for a long time on Brexit, but yeah, I mean, I, like half the country, like over half the country, I voted for it. Uh, Dan Oakley drank so much vodka last night he woke up with a Russian accent. Oh, I tell you, there's a lot of hate coming through. I guess a lot. I'm guessing there's a lot of people who are not fans of Jeeves and Wooster. I guess. I mean, personally, I like this. I'm a big fan of the show. Me. If anyone near him sees this video, he is really going to have to watch his back. No, I think I'll be fine. Ah, Torn Smith. I'm trending on Twitter. Hey, that's good. Bit of publicity. Thank you very much. Uh, yeah, not over half the country voted for Brexit. Well, yeah, I kind of think over half of them did. That's because that's how they managed to win the vote. You see, because you need more than half of the voting population. Well, not half the country, but half the voting. Hello, the screen's frozen. Yeah, out of people who voted, over half of them need to vote one way. That's how that works. So over half the people that voted for out. El Rey. Oh, I was talking to Melissa. Swain69, Mark, have you a full costume of the clown you are being? Well, that's the thing. In the show Jeeves and Wooster, they're dressed like this, but they're actually dressed in black tuxedos. So no, I don't have a that outfit. It's not a clown outfit. It's actually a black tuxedo, white shirt, bow tie. No, watch the show. It is actually very good. Season 2, episode 5. Old Boggy. No, I mean, if I did, I mean, actually, that'd be pretty good if I did have a. Oh shit! If I did have a tuxedo, I tell you, I wish I could move this screen over. But anyway, Jack Lewis, ignore the haters. They're donkeys. Absolutely. You know, that's it. I mean, personally, I don't know why people hate Jeeves and Wooster so much. I think they're a good, but what can you do? It's a shame they can't just like it or dislike it and just get on with it. They have to tell everybody. Yeah, cons. I always cons customs one. I always have trouble reading that. Nice to see your mods are helping you, Mark. Too many dickheads in here tonight. Absolutely. You know. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if people have a difference of opinion, but people criticize me for blocking or timing out people who I disagree with. Not so much. It's just the people who get abusive. I don't know. I'm not. Just because I believe in free speech doesn't mean I have to fucking listen to this shit. You know. So yeah, I mean, if they get out of order, if they get abusive, then they get time out, get put on the naughty step, like a, you know. Let's see the show. Mind it, well, really. Mark is really trending, Melissa. Well, what was that on the Twitter? I'm gonna have a bit more vodka, I think. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to, if anybody has the Twitter and the Facebook and the whatever the fuck else they got going on nowadays, they invent a new channel every other month. If you want to put or post that on those channels, help the channel out to get more notoriety, by all means, help a guy out, and because I don't have Twitter and Facebook or any of that lot. I'm trying to keep this channel interesting, trying to keep videos loaded and all the rest of it. I don't have time to be doing Twitter and Facebook and whatever else. So if you do, by all means, please help me out and pass the word. The comments are jumping. There's a lot of people commenting. It's I'm trying to read them real quick. The Sims Insider enjoyed the Fray Bentos review. Oh, jolly good. I've done two out of the three. I think I've done steak and kidney. No, I haven't. I've done minced beef and I've done the other one that was chicken. I think I've steak and kidney is the one that got to go yet. Robert Sutton, what proof is your vodka, Mark? Hope you're. That's it. Hope you're. Well, it's vodka, so there's 37.5, which is standard for this country. I think in other countries they can get stronger. Which actually, speaking of that, what? I mean, I've never done it. I've never heard of anybody doing it, but I would, because I've seen videos where people will pour vodka through a water filter. The water filter jugs. You put tap water in it, and by the time you pour it out, it filters all that garbage and shite out of there. I've seen people put vodka or whiskey in those jugs, pour it into a decanter, then pour it back into the jug, pour it out. So he's getting it's already filtered 3 times, triple filtered, but they filter it a whole bunch of other times. It's going to be 12, So brown whiskey will turn into clear liquid because it's filtering all that stuff out, and you make it extra pure. So that question was, what strength is this vodka? This vodka is 37.5, which is standard. But does anybody know, if you were to put this into a saucepan, boil it for 20 minutes, so all that steam, just like on, when I'm cooking a stew or something, all that steam coming up is water leaving the food item, or in this case, liquid drink item. That surely would make the whatever's left even stronger because you're extracting the water. Surely that would let it cool down, put it back in the bottle, and you've got double strength or whatever, double, extra strength vodka. I missed that, squimping out on the cheap stuff. Right, not a troll. Captain Sweden is a troll with autism. Captain Sweden, why don't you smack your head with that cheap vodka bottle? Andrew Winton can't stand vodka himself, but seems I'm in the minority though, he says. Yeah, no, vodka's good. I mean, but people say that it doesn't taste it. Of course, it fucking does, because otherwise people be drinking it and mistaking it for water. When I was a kid, that used to be the thing. People saying, "Oh yeah, you can't really taste vodka." But no, I mean, it depending on the strength, how much vodka you put in a drink, it is easily masked, depending on how much or little. Let's see the comments. Swedish Sam, do you drink apple juice at 5 p.m.? No, I don't actually at 5 p.m. because my dinner at work is at 6 p.m. And what I do is not apple juice, but I've decanted from a 2-liter bottle into a smaller bottle some apple and blackcurrant, so I drink that at work because the water gets a bit rough. I mean, it's filtered. It's in those like big bottles, you know, when you got those scattered around the building, you go up and you get these little paper cups that disintegrate 25 seconds after you fill up with water. Anyway, it gets a bit, you know, a bit stale after a while, so I'll put apple and macaroni in there. Tom Smith, Mark, would you ever date a black woman? Well, I have. A few years ago, I dated a black woman for I don't know, about a year, I guess. You know, yeah, it's no big thing. You know, I mean, admittedly, I dated her because you know I've never dated a black woman before that, so I thought, you know, what the hell, you know, give it a go. But yeah, you know, only the one. Not a troll. I have a drink of beer because can't mix my own drinks without waking up naked. Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, I've gotten so drunk I've actually woke up in a strange place once. That was when I was a kid, you know, getting drunk on beer. But yeah, I've never done that since. King Kingos, if you were stranded on a desert island, what would you take 3 liters of vodka or cocaine? Well, I think vodka. I think. And, actually, no. Well, yeah, because vodka, right? Because I drink the vodka, use the glass bottle as a thing to carry around any future water that I find. Yeah, it was a double use. Yeah, El Ray, get off the topic of race, lads. It's boring. Absolutely. David Brooks is dating a black woman, apparently. Uh, Tom Smith, if only she could see you now. Yeah, well, she'd probably appreciate the fact that it's Halloween. You know. Well, what's your thoughts? Yeah, Johnny P. Justin Theroux gets shit on. Yeah, I tell you, it's a sad state of affairs. I wish these people would fuck off and die. The ones who, if they, I mean, no, these people don't give a shit about this Theroux and his blackface business when he was 20 years ago. Nobody fucking cares. They're only going back that far and finding dirt on him because they need to, because he's in politics and that's what they do. They discredit people who they're trying to, you know, get one over on. And I mean, they don't give a shit. They just want some ammunition to fucking hurt somebody's career. So you know, fuck them. It's not it's not like that. You know, it's like you know, I always say to people, be consistent with your outrage. You know, if you're outraged with what you perceive is the motivation with this face paint, great. But show the same level of outrage to every fucker else. Show it to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, back in the 80s, did a TV sketch where he dressed up as a white man and walked around the streets with white paint, well, not white, but, you know, white person skin color. Walked around, sort of, you know, doing his white person voice. Which of course anybody who does a generic black person voice is like, oh yeah, the fucking scum of the earth. But he did his generic white person voice, dressed as a white man, walking around the street. Lenny Henry, I think, has done the same. John Candy has done the same. He's dressed up as in one of his comedy movies. There's one in particular. He dressed up as a Turkish, painted his face brown, pretending to be a masseur. You know, the list is endless. You know, so be consistent. Well, fuck all. You know, nothing. Don't be anything. Don't be outraged at this, but give this a pass. Don't be, you know, don't be like outraged over here and think, well, yeah, I'm not interested over there. You know, no, be consistent with your outrage. Show some fucking moral, whatever it is you're whatever you're trying to convince people that you are, show it. Be be consistent across the board. Tom Smith, Mark's remarks: White lives matter. Absolutely. Robert Sutton. People ask me stuff, and I got no idea. Robert Sutton. Mark, did you ever come across Barry Stanton? I don't know what is it? Is that the name of a TV show or a TV character? Or I don't know what Barry Stanton is. 4x4. Evening, Mark. When are you going to show us how to flip the Frey Bentos pie? Yeah. Next time I cook it, what I'm going to do halfway through, I'm going to turn it over and see if I can get, because the base is all fucking mush, and I hate that. I like the crispy stuff on the top, but the bottom is just mush. So I'm going to try and turn it over and then give the underside, which will be then the top side, give that time to get the air, the hot air, and cook. Melissa, do you like Piers Morgan? No, I do not. He's a fucking cheesy bastard, and I'm not a big fan of his. I've never liked watching him. I mean, I'll deliberately click over the fucking channel when he's on and shit. And what I don't like is the fact that the fucking this guy, he gets drummed out of England. Nobody's going to give him a fucking job in England. My just checking my makeup now. He gets drummed out of England. He's not going to get a fucking job, right? So he goes over to America. Of course, the Americans love him because one, because he's got the English accent. Two, he's he's outright, outspoken and shit. So he goes on American TV, and every time he's on the fucking television, he's banging on, especially about the gun control issue in America. And I'm trying to think of that guy who he had an interview with, saying to Pierce Brosnan, I can't think of his name, but he was on there, and and he was saying about Pierce not Brosnan. Oh fuck, what's that? Morgan. Piers. Is it Piers Morgan? Fucking. Piers Morgan. That's it. About him standing on the graves of all the children that's been killed in schoolyard massacres and stuff. But that's his shtick. He goes over with his English accent. The fucking Americans love him, talking about shit that he's got no business fucking talking about American gun control. Fuck them. Let them deal with it themselves. Well, why is this bastard going over and putting his 2 cents worth in? And every time there's a school shooting, he's there. Oh yeah, I told you. Fuck him. He's. But what do I know? He's allowed his freedom of speech, but then it doesn't mean that I have to watch him. So I just flick the channel over. Swedish Sam, did you forget your lunchbox? No, I've already had dinner. In fact, at the start of the live stream, I was eating my Chinese dinner. Okay, did you? What's this about? Did you forget your lunchbox? How many times is somebody going to write that? You got 2 or 3 people writing the same thing. Did you forget? I don't know what that means. Yeah, Robert Sutton backflips for Brexit. Let me tell you, we're going to see how full of shit. Where was this fucking blonde head baboon? Who's Boris Johnson? All right. 2 minutes after he got in, he's like, "Oh yeah, come the end of October, we're going to be out. No matter what, we're going to be out. Deal, no deal, who gives a shit? We're going to be out." So we're going to see how we're going to see how. Mind you, that's what Theresa May said when she got in. She said, "Yeah, right, okay. In 3 months' time, right? That's yeah, sure. See what the fuck happened there." El Rey, Rangers or Celtic? I don't give a shit about either one of them. Liam Nichols, always thought you were white, Mark. No. See, this is my. uh, okay, not a troll. Have you smoked the old weed in your airing cupboard yet? Do you review it? No. Well, the thing is, I mean, I do have a bit up there, but I mean, that's from years ago. I had a sniff of it a few weeks ago, and I think it's lost all its potency. I think, but no, I'm not against Billy Millen. Do you like owls? I guess yeah, but they're an interesting bird of prey. Anything that will swoop down and catch its prey is good in my book. But yeah, I mean, I've got nothing against the weed, and I think everybody should be able to use it if they want to. Just same as they do with alcohol, I mean, the thing is, I mean, you look at what happened in Prohibition. You outlaw something that everybody wants. What happens? The fucking criminals get rich, and of course the Americans are reaping that fucking reward. Decades later, they outlaw it. The criminals get to be millionaires, and they're feeling the bad news from that. All the generations on. That's where organized crime comes in. And my nose is itching, but I don't want to scratch it because of the paint. Yeah. So I mean, you look at now. I mean, we've got certain drugs that are outlawed. I mean, you don't want the wholesale use of crack, cocaine, heroin, all that other shit, but something just as a plant, Yeah. I mean, somebody gets arrested for having a little bit on them, having a bunch of plants in the house. They can fuck up somebody's life. Getting a record like that be purely over a plant, you know. Really. I mean, but when you look at the plants that we do use, okay, tea, coffee, tobacco. There are certain beverages that are laced with plant extract, but this one plant, no, you can't use that one. That's evil. But then over there, well, I don't know. I'm sure this is very amusing to somebody, but what does forget your lunchbox mean? Can somebody write that on there? I'm sure, it's like one of those in jokes that I'm just maybe, if somebody was to tell me, maybe I'd find it funny, but yeah, no, I don't think you're quite getting it. It's no good writing it over and over again. If somebody could write what it actually means, that would. Oh boy, just all right. I don't think you're understanding. Uh, no, actually, I think I know what you're doing. Yeah, no, I get it. I actually think I know what it is you're doing. Very good. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, you get like an itch, and you want to sort of like just scratch it. But with the paint. Anyway, yeah. No, I tell you, I was going to go for an hour, but it's been an hour and a quarter now. I've got 51 people watching. Very good. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, by all means, Oh, I got a itch right there. Ugh. Okay. Do you watch Peppa? No, I don't watch Peppa Pig. Mobile gamer. Yeah. What was I saying? Can't remember what I was. Yeah. So I might go for a little bit longer, but yeah. Anybody not hit the thumbs up? By all means, hit the thumbs up there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. That's very important because you'll be alerted every time I do a live stream or or load a video. It's you'll get it'll ring up and it'll tell you. Oh boy. Peppa Pig. No. Several people want to know whether I watch Peppa Pig. You know. Not a troll. Don't let them get to you, Mark. No, no, no. Now that I understand, you see, because the thing is, I didn't the moment for a moment there, I didn't know what get whatever the fuck they were saying about your lunchbox. Um, I didn't know what that was, and I thought, well, ask them what it was. You know what it means. Nobody wants to write and tell me what it is, but then I worked it out what it is they're doing. So no, go right ahead, keep on writing it if that. As long as you're sticking here watching me talk, you're adding to the view count. You're adding to the minutes because after I've finished with a live stream, it tells me how many people watched, uh, how many new subscribers I got during the live stream, what the average viewing time was, and also how many minutes were racked up. So, say for example, I've got one person, or say I've got 60 people watching, and they all watch for 1 minute. That means I've accrued 60 minutes like that. If 60 people watch and they all watch for an hour, I've accrued 60 hours like that. So no, while you're sitting here typing in Peppa Pig and Lunchbox and all that kind of shit, you're adding to the minutes accrued, which means that my channel, my video, is getting gradually closer to the top. Because what they do, I think, when you get all those suggestions coming to your side screen, they pretty much promote the most popular ones. They're at the top of the list, and then as you scroll down, you get to the less popular ones, the newest ones. So yeah, just being here, just writing all this gibberish. That's all good. It's all adding to the keeping my channel at the top. Mad Maz, would I move to Pakistan? Don't know. Well, actually, if I could get, if land, house and land for cheap, you know, maybe they'd make me mayor. If I go in there with a lot of money. Oliver Holmes, Mark, thoughts on Fireman Sam becoming Firefighter Sam? Well, that's the thing, I mean, if it's why that's the thing about this nowadays. It's like fireman is specific to a fireman, where fire person, firefighter is generic. Could be either one. Why do people got to fuck with something that isn't broke? No, see that it's the same thing with the movies nowadays. It's like everybody's got to be jamming the female agenda. You know, it's putting female characters in where they don't need to be. They've got no business. Fireman Sam, firefighter Sam. Just fucking leave it alone. Splart man, how many plants you got on the go? Well, that would be illegal to sprout them. I tell you, I'm sorry I'm missing a load of comments, but the comments are coming up so fast. It's not like before when only it'd be less people. I could read them quite. Liam Nichols is in the house. John's watch is awesome. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'll tell you, no, because the thing is that this vodka is starting. Not that I'm not getting drunk yet, but the memory's starting to go because I've been drank. Robbie Drummond, I miss the old Mark's remarks. What is it you miss about the old Mark's remarks? See, the thing is, as a YouTuber, I can't be doing the same old shit for years on end. One, it gets fucking boring, right? So, and two, as a person, I want to start jazzing things up, making things interesting for me as a YouTube maker, video maker, and also the viewer, the viewers. As far as I can see, I mean, I know as a viewer of certain channels, why would I want to see the same stuff for years and years on end without any change? I'm doing more live streams. I mean, once I figured out how to do live streams, that was a while back. Now I can do one every week, every couple of weeks. And do different cookery things. Basically try throw in different videos. The sponsorship videos. Things to make things interesting up. But missing the old Mark's remark. You have to. Sorry, I'm trying to read and talk. But missing the old remarks, you have to evolve. Change things up a bit. It's no good. You don't want to be doing the same shit you was 2 years ago. What's the point of that? The connection is unstable. Please wait while we reconnecting. Right. I don't know whether. Yeah, I think you can still see me. It says the connection is weak or unstable. I'll tell you what, though, this is a very popular live. I'll tell you what, I've got because normally I get 20, 25 people or so watching, which doesn't sound like a great deal, but after the fact, when I reload it for everybody to watch, when they finish what they're doing, I'll watch it after it's live. The number goes into the hundreds, the mid hundreds, the high hundreds. But I've got 51 people watching at the moment, which is higher than normal. Okay. But yeah, any of those 40, close to 50 people, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, by all means. Actually, I missed that one. I'll tell you, this button is shit. We've got this button on the mouse. I'm trying to get the things to go up there. Just remember a pillow. Yeah, the questions are coming in pretty thick and fast. What I can do, I'll grab a question that isn't a silly one. Catherine Griffiths, 51, obviously not on because they like you. Well, they must do. I mean, there's 51 people watching. They must like what they see. So, but yeah, I mean, they wouldn't stick around. I mean, why would anybody stick around for this long a time if they didn't like what they're hearing? So it's obvious to me that the 52 people actually do like what's going on here. Spatsman. Any chance I could do an impression of the character? Well, actually, the character, there's a whole bunch of people in there that are singing songs with the banjos and all that lot. They're dressed in the tuxedos, but they're being mistaken for old Boggy. So, but no, I mean, there isn't an impression to be had. The trying to backtrack some of the questions. Wooster, Mark, I'll pay you £25 if you dab. What is dab? 25 if I dab. Was that an acronym or what the fuck? Just Frank Sim. What is dab? Anybody? Anyway, yeah. Well, if you're not going to tell me. Anyway, yeah. So in a while, yeah. I'm hoping this stuff goes off. Let me tell you, it's it's. I tell you, it was funny when I was putting this on because I'm looking at it as I'm thinking, yeah, this actually looks quite good. It's actually a good look. I think, yeah, maybe I'll do some trick or treating next. Was it Guy Fawkes night or whatever? With this paint. Go out and make an effort on. So yeah, it's all good fun. Yeah, Tom Henderson. Yeah, what is dab? Yeah. Yeah, mobile. Naz 050. Hey Mark, love your supermarket saving tips. Thank you very much. Can you help with saving on gas and electric? Well, for more years, since forever, pretty much, I've used those low energy light bulbs. They're not as they're a shade not as bright as the regular round bulbs, but they use like only 1/10 of the electric. So I mean, I've got two here, one in the bathroom, one in the bedroom, two in the other bedroom. I don't know, fuck knows, but yeah, I mean that's a good way of saving electric. Saving it, I'll tell you what. A good way is on that subject is if you have a microwave or a stereo, music stereo, and when you turn off your microwave, or if you're not using the microwave or not using the stereo, but there is still lights, like the clock is on your microwave, and maybe a clock and something else, on your stereo. What is keeping that light on? It's electric. You see, so even I mean, how like with your microwave, you'll use it to heat up your dinner for say 4 or 5 minutes, right? And then the other 23 hours, 55 minutes, it's lying dormant, burning electric just to keep that little clock. Well, how often do you look at your microwave to tell the time? So what I got into a habit of doing was to click it off on the wall, when not in use. And even it's a habit I still do now. It's so you're paying for almost 24 hours of keep the energy spent to keep that clock ticking away. So turn it off at the wall when you're not using it. Same with your stereo. Why pay for electricity to have your stereo on standby? If it's going to be several hours or days before you use it again, just turn it off at the wall. Why pay to have that little light on there? It's the same like with your television. That little red light on there when you buy, it's burning electricity. Just keeping the fucker on there. See, Joanna's back in the house, keeping law and order. Thank you very much. Robert Sutton was wondering if I could can finalise the Greg's vegan sausage roll question. I don't know what that question was, but that was raised earlier. What are your thoughts on it? Well, fucking, I don't, if you want to eat the Greg's sausage rolls, great. I've only ever eaten in Greg's like 2-3 times. Yeah, no, nothing special. I can't even remember. I think I had a slice of pizza once, a steak bake, or something. But yeah, not somewhere I'd like to, that I'd be wanting to eat there regularly. There's a lot of messages getting deleted. Oh, good on Joanna Butler, keeping law and order. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, G White is in the house. Load of 13-year-olds flooding the comment section. Yeah, I think because I realised that's what they were doing. Because when I asked them, what does that mean? Lunchbox and all the other fucking stupid comments, and nobody answered because nobody knows. They're just copying the dumb shit that was done it before them, before that. What they're doing, they're just trying to flood the comment section. But no, it's good on Joanna Butler. Get rid of them. Put them on a timeout. In fact, rather than delete them, Joanna, if you put them on a timeout, that stops them from coming back for another 5 minutes, I think. That might be better than just deleting their comment, because then they can just, put it back on. But put them on their timeout. That means they're out of the action for 5 minutes, and do that a bunch of times. Hopefully they'll learn. Poop Plinko. Mark, can you shout out Jojo Forest? Oh, hello to you, Jojo Forest. Joanna Butler thought he did. Thought she did. Okay. Actually, well, it might be the case. It's just that it came up as deleted, whereas others, like this, the Zook, has been timed. It tells me it's been timed out. Yeah. It might be that you were right, but yeah, timeout is better. David Brooks, at least the silly comments can be fun. Well, that's if they make any bloody sense. half of them are just gibberish, and they're just copying the person, who's done it, from before. You know. Uh, oh. Peter B is not enjoying the channel. Is that correct? As much as normal? I'm sorry to hear that, if that's the case. Not a troll says the timeout is appropriate for the age group. Indeed. Oh, Joanna Butler isn't enjoying the show either. Okay, well, I guess. Well, look, if I can't help if you don't like Jeeves and Wooster. It's not my fault, I happen to find it a good show, but if you don't, I don't know why people are blaming me for it if they don't like Jeeves and Wooster. G White, haha, Mark, just put on the face paint for a laugh. Chill, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just, it's coming up to Halloween. Why the hell not? Yeah. Oh boy. The vodka got stronger as it was getting down the bottom. Okay. Mike Dully, Mark, I don't think it's you they don't like. It's the comments and moderating, probably. Well, if they don't like the comments, then they must agree with them being modified. Surely the moderators are there to keep law and order. If people get abusive and derogatory in a nasty fashion, then fuck them. They don't get their opinion aired. That's what the moderators are there for, to keep law and order. Frank Sim, Mark, go out in public. Naz50. Hi, Mark. Can you review the new McDonald's French stack and the Indian chicken burgers? Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, because I must admit, if I go to McDonald's, I normally eat the same stuff. I'll eat the Big Macs and eat the fillets. Sometimes I go with cheeseburgers and nuggets. Right, that's pretty much the same four things that I'll eat out of there. But if I get a chance, then yeah, I'll review. Review some different burgers. Burger King have probably come out with some new stuff since I was there last, I would imagine. Anyway, okay. Well, actually, right. I'm gonna go now. Poop Plinko. Well, Carl's a bit of a fairy. Doesn't like being on camera, so But yeah, if I can get him to drive us down there, then I'll do more reviews in the car park. Yeah, Mick Dolly. Yeah, the Burger King is more expensive. And I tell you, I've worked. A lot of you regulars will know I've worked in Burger King, and I tell you what. See, the thing is with McDonald's, normally the kitchen is more open, and you've got, you've got half as many managers as you have workers. So if you whatever total, you've got loads of managers running around. I don't know if they've got a manager for every section or something, but there's people keeping law and order. Whereas Burger King, if you can't see into the kitchen, let me tell you, I've worked in Burger King. If you can't see in the fucking kitchen, I would suggest you someplace else. Because if you can see in the kitchen, you know that fucking bullshit isn't happening in there. Because I worked there for about 3 months, and you know, it's not good. Let me tell you. You would be surprised when there's no accountability, when they're shielded from the customers, and the management are no fucking way to be seen. They're hiding in the office, fucking around on their phone for hours on end. When that happens and the staff are left to deal with it themselves, that's when it all goes to shit. And I would, so like I say, that's what I like about McDonald's is you can pretty much see what people are doing, and you know that there's loads of managers keeping law and order. So that's why I normally go into McDonald's rather than Burger King. G White, Mark, you should try and get your own breakfast van. Yeah, I tell you what though, I could, I could use all my ideas from all the videos I've made, and make some interesting, stews, curries and whatnot. Basically, you get a styrofoam plate, a bowl, big, slap it on there, off you go. Fucking moron. You get a real glass, Mark. The pot noodle cup makes you look like makes me look skint. Well, that's the thing. What why? Well, that's the thing. One, I like drinking out of this because it's reusable. You could hold lots in it. I've already explained 50 times that if you fall asleep on the couch and the picture's frozen again, it doesn't slip through your fingers quite so much. There's lots of benefits. If you don't like a pot noodle tub, don't fucking drink out of one. It's that simple. Drink out of a glass. Terry Morgan. Mark looks like a right nigger. Well, no, you misunderstand. For those who haven't heard, this is the disguise of old Boggy from the TV show Jeeves and Wooster, season 2, episode 5. I would suggest that everybody go watch it. Anyway. Right, okay, look, I said about an hour, and I've been going for an hour and 45 coming up. Okay, so last chance, hit the thumbs up now. It's your, if you haven't done so, please. G White, what are you doing for Halloween, Mark? Go trick or treating with your face paint on. Actually, yeah, I could do that. That'd be quite interesting. Anyway, so yeah, hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell icon also. That would you'll be alerted to when I do more cookery videos. Then I'm not churning them out as quite often as I used to, mainly because of my timetable. I do a 2 to 10 shift. So oh, thank you very much, Poop Plinko. Thank you very much for being with the channel, Terry Morgan. Oh, no more for me. Joanna doesn't want to be a moderator anymore. Okay, I'll take you off, and I'm gonna have to disconnect from going live to be able to do that. Yep, hand the dispenser on to next. Yeah, Peter B. Hand it on. Because the trouble is it's just a millimeter short of because otherwise it's those 3 dots on the right hand side. I can't take it off now, but once I come off alive. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you appreciated the difference. Trying to do things differently. for the make it interesting. And thank you everybody for all 44 people watching. I'm glad you liked what you see. And thank you everybody, and good night.